costs are way too high.
I'm worried about college tuition costs. College tuition costs are ridiculously high.
I'm worried about college tuition.
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 I'm worried about my college tuition.
I'm worried about college tuition.
So I've been asked to speak about college tuition, and it is a concern, especially if you've never paid college tuition before. You don't really understand all the different forms, or the government subsidized loans, or the non-subsidized loans. What does all that mean? Where do you get this money? So yes, I'm very concerned about paying for college.
Harvard is one of the most prestigious colleges in the world, averaging a total of $69,000 a year and an average student debt of $32,400. It's kind of a number that's not uncommon at any level of college. Average tuition range, $25,000 to $35,000. Average awarded financial aid per person, $12,700. Average family income, $51,000. Average student debt, $29,400.
Post-high school graduation, many students choose to go for high-paying jobs without considering the enormous loans they dig themselves into. These loans can be so outrageous that even the most prestigious jobs in our society barely outclass the lesser jobs we often overlook. Looking at gross income and losses, we can compare the post-graduation life of a doctor to a plumber. Starting it all off, both jobs require a degree. Plumbing school can be taken online in as little as $800, all while taking part in a plumber's apprenticeship. On the other side, to even be considered for medical school, a person needs a pre-med degree in some science. A 4-year in-state biology degree will rack up a little over $100,000. All while the doctor is still in pre-med, the plumber has already completed their apprenticeship and has been working full-time as a journeyman plumber for 2 years. Looking at a 4-year post-graduation roundup, one can see that the plumber has already racked up a respectable income, while the doctor has dug himself a reasonable debt. After 4 years, it's finally time to start medical school. Averaging around $170,000, the medical student keeps on learning and digging into their pocket. Back on the plumber's side, they have already been promoted to a new level of plumbing skill and have earned a sizable increase in pay. At 8 years, the plumber has a significant lead on the doctor. The doctor is finally finished with school and is ready to start working off his loans. This, however, is not how it works. Before any doctor can become a doctor, they must complete a medical residency. Lasting around 5 years, the doctor works at a significantly lower pay than expected. On the plumber's side, the plumber has achieved master plumber, the highest skill level a plumber can be. He now earns a surprisingly high salary, one that is much higher than the medical resident. At 13 years, the doctor is finally a doctor, and the plumber's progression has plateaued. From here, the doctor makes $135,000 a year, and the plumber makes $80,000. With the doctor starting in debt and the plumber starting ahead, it takes around 3.57 years for the doctor to catch back up to the plumber. When accounting for debt accumulation in the form of interest, the number of years it takes for the doctor to catch up is closer to 31.
My name's Connor. I'm a senior, yeah. I'm going to go to college and I'm going to be major in computer engineering and computer science. It's pretty expensive. I don't really know how we're going to manage to pay for it just yet. I took a bunch of classes that will give me college credit, so I have to take less classes, less money. And I'm also working right now, which will help me pay for some of it. And I've tried to maintain my good grades and a good GPA to get more scholarships? Probably just student loans, yeah. Like my parents are going to help me out some of it, but I'm going to have to take out some student loans and pay them off afterwards. I think just the total pay is about 17 to 19 grand. I'm not too sure, but it's somewhere around there.
Okay. So introduce yourself.
My name is Kelsey. I plan on going to Harvard, and I'm worried about tuition costs.
What have you done in order to prevent, paying off college?
I've done a bunch of extracurriculars. I've taken 4 AP classes. I'm in volleyball and track and NHS and AHS. I'm in band, so I can get music scholarships. Yeah.
My name is Mike Sharp. I'm a teacher at North Oldham High School. Teach regular world history, AP world history, and U.S. history through film. Sure. I am currently studying on a terminal degree. That's another word for a doctoral degree. I'm working on a doctorate in education and educational leadership and administration at Drexel University out of Philadelphia. I've been working on towards that for about 2 years. And I have also, just to kind of go back a little bit, my undergraduate degree is in history, math. I also have areas of minor or major that are education, as well as business, psychology, and so I have those backgrounds as well. At the graduate level, I have a master's in education, I have a master's in philosophy, and so I have done work for a master's of business, and then I've also done leadership development at the doctoral level as well. I've studied at Campbellsville University, University of Kentucky, University of Louisville. I've done some study overseas at Regents College, which is a division of Oxford University. And then I've also been able to do graduate study at Butler University, Indiana University, University of Cincinnati, as well as University of Southern California. And again, currently I have also been working on administrative certification, in state now at Eastern Kentucky University, and then that will all help build towards what I'm working on with my EDD at Drexel.
So, being with all this learning and going to college very frequently, you probably seem to think that college tuition probably could play a big factor in whether or not you could continue this.
Absolutely.
Do you what would be your average annual tuition costs every year for these colleges that you've gone to?
Total price tag is about $25,000 for a master's and about $25,000 additional dollars for an EDS at that learning institution. The EDD, the doctorate in education at Drexel, is going to be around $65,000, a total program. So I don't necessarily figure it in annual cost as it is total cost, and knowing what the total investment is going to be. Definitely put yourself in a position to try to go to the best choice of school for whatever it is you want to specialize in, so that can open up a door for you to be able to get into a best position in that field, so that you can make the highest amount of money in that field.
Yeah.
And pay your student loans down as quickly as possible,
We aren't suggesting for you not to attend college. However, you should be ready. So where does that leave us? In debt, trying to pay back our tuition when we're well out of college? At our 40s, finally getting it paid off and living life? I want to live life in my 20s, so I'm going to try my best to get as many scholarships as possible. I'm going to take AP courses, join extracurriculars, and work when I can. What will you do?